Hi, my name is Erica Sarro, and I am a PhD candidate at the University of California, Riverside, and I'm in the insect biology or entomology department. And I'm going to talk to you today about 6 different things that you can do to conserve insects in your property, whether that's your backyard or that's at your parish. Insects are crucial parts of our ecosystems. They are food for lots of different animals. They disperse seeds of a lot of our plants, and they're really important pollinators. The vast majority of flowering plants depend on insects for pollinators, so they are very much worthy of our attention. The first thing that you can do to conserve insects on your land is to keep a section of your land wild. And what I mean by that is if there's leaves that fall on it, don't pick them up. If the grass grows, don't mow it. Don't put any sort of pesticides on it. Just let a small strip, ideally 10% of your property, just let it go wild. It can be in a small strip along the outside. It can be in any shape you want. Just keep a part of your land wild. The second thing you can do is when you do plant things, make sure those plants are native to your local area. You can check in with your local nursery. You can do a quick Google search of the native plants in your area. There's lots of beautiful flowers and beautiful plants that you can find in any area that you are that are native to your area. So check in first before you plant. Number 3 is reduce your use of pesticides and herbicides. Pesticides, while they might kill those pest insects you're trying to get rid of, they also kill and harm the beneficial insects like the pollinators that we depend on. So try to avoid pesticides, or at least minimize when you can't avoid them entirely. Number 4 is turn off those external lights that you have. Turn them into motion detector lights if you need them under certain circumstances. Those lights can be attractant to a lot of nocturnal insects who navigate by the moon, and I'm sure you've seen moths flying around these lights, and that can those moths can die as a result of exhaustion from flying around that way, or they can just be food for predators to swoop in and grab them as they're doing that. So try to minimize your use of external lights whenever you can. And then the 5th thing you can do is try to minimize your use of de-icing salts in the wintertime. Use sand instead. Those de-icing salts run into our waterways, and they can be harmful for aquatic insects and other aquatic animals and plants. And then number 6 is fight negative perceptions of insects. Insects are so important for our ecosystems, and so whenever possible, try to find the good in them and try to advocate for these insects that we depend so heavily on.